Act versus Calvary. Number 4 starting us with a serve from Calvary. The Panthers coming off from a victory against Portersville. Sadly, we could not get that on camera as, well, we were just too late to get here. Receive that. With another serve. Up and over. Number 6 is called touching the net, and it looks like it's Slippery Rock's point. With the service, received by 99, over to number 6, throws it into the middle for 99 to spike it down, over, Riley receives it, bumps it up forward to Martha. Martha across to Laura, Laura with the spike, goes down, 99 receives it, goes over to 6, 6 bumps it backwards to number 2. Laura is there to send it into the middle, and Laura spikes it, but hits the net in the process, and it is Calvary's point by default. Looking for the scoreboard, and I can't see one, so whatever it says on the screen is correct. Substitution, number 10 comes in for Calvary, number 2 takes the bench. 99 with the service, goes over, Riley's there to bump it, and there with the set, but it's called for a carry. Calvary receives another point. 99 with another service. Sandra there to bump it forward. Laura throws it over the net. Number 3 over to number 1, number 1 hits it over. I cannot get these new names down. 90 goes off 99 and out of bounds. Panthers receive a point. Martha to serve it. Received by number 4 over to number 3, over to 1. Spike comes down, but number 3 touches the net. Panthers receive a point. Martha gets another chance to serve it. .99 to receive it, up to number 3. Nobody there to finish off that play, and it is Panthers' point. Martha with another service, just a tad out of bounds. Another substitution for Calvary. 23 taking the court, and number 6 taking the bench. Number 23 to serve it. And it bumps it forward. There's Marie over to Riley. That tips it over the net. Number 23 receives it. Prince fights it. Martha is there to send it forward. Riley looks to finish it off, but it looks like it is out of bounds. Score is now 4-5. 23 with another service for Calvary. Serve goes over. Cassandra's there to bump it, but goes into the net, and Calvary gets another point. .23 to serve. Over the net and out of bounds. Smacking the back wall right in the face. Sandra with the service. Smacking the other wall just to show it who's boss. Number 1 to serve for Calvary. Cassandra sends it forward and handed her to finish off that play. 99 goes forward to number 23. Centered up for number 10. That spikes it over, goes off Cassandra and out of bounds. Calvary taking the 3-point lead. 5-8 is the score. Number 1 service, goes back. Marie's there to greet it. Riley forward to Martha. I think I got the M names mixed up, but hey, Panthers call timeouts. Number 1 with the service. Heads on over. There's Cassandra to throw back and over the net. Number 1 sends it over to number 10. No, number 1 spiked it down and into the net. Panthers receiving a point, cutting down their lead by 1. Laura's here to serve it for us today. Right there to receive it, number 4, across to number 23, back to 4, spike comes up and over the net, tipping the top of it. Hannah with a double touch though. Good effort nonetheless by Marie. Now we'll get the hang of these names sooner or later, it just might take some time. Ball has left the building, I believe. Chased it down and brought it back for dinner. Substitution, 99 takes the bench for Calvary. Number 2 takes the court as the camera just decides to blur out into an abyss of nothingness. Goes off Martha and out of bounds. Number 10 with another serve for Calvary. Received by Martha. Martha with a spike. Marie sends it cross court and is called for a carry. Sorry for the poor camera ship, I'm still a little rusty, it's been about a year. Number 10 with another serve. Comes cross court, Hannah's there to greet it. Goes over to Laura. Laura sets up Riley for the spike, sets it over the net. Number 10 and 1 have a miscommunication. Number 3 sends it forward to number 23. 23 bumps it over the net and out of bounds. That back wall getting a lot of action this game. Riley service greeted by number 99, goes cross court to number 23. 23 sets up number 4 with a spike, goes down and inbounds. Scores on 13-7. Give you a hint, Panthers aren't winning. Number 3 with the service for Calvary. Carried by Martha. Substitution for Calvary. 23 taking the bench, and number 6 taking the court. Number 3 with another service. Panthers fall by 1 more point. Shot goes over. There's Marie. Number 3 over to number 2. Hits it over. Riley not able to get down there in time. Results in another Calvary point. Number 3 with the service. Ceiling and goes over on that serve receive. Calvary go 1 more point into their lead. Number 3 service hits over the net. Greeted. Hannah there with the tip over. Number 99 goes forward to number 3. Sets across court to number 4. 4 spikes it into the net and down. Hannah just there to make sure it gets sent home properly. 16-8 to score. Greeted by number 6, sends it up and over. Laura decides to bump it over herself. Number 1 goes over to number 3. 3 goes cross court to number 4. 4 spikes it over, and Hannah's there to greet it. Throws it forward to Marie. And Martha there to send it over. Number 99 sends it forward to number 3. 3 sends it up, and number 2 sends it home. Way too far. A little bit overshot home. Panthers get another point to cut down their lead by 1 more. And they're here to serve it for us today. Out of bounds, hitting that back wall. A little bit too much aggression and anger sent into that ball. Number 4 of the service. Sends it over the net, hits the net. Cassandra there to bump it over to Laura. Laura over to Marie. Sends it over and just out of bounds. Number 4 with another serve. Riley's there to receive it. Marie over to Cassandra. Cassandra with that final bump gets it over. Hitting the ceiling though. Giving Calvary another point to add to their pile. Number 4 serves it. And is there to send it forward to Laura. Laura setting up Martha. Able to get that spike off. Number 4 is able to pick it up. 2 comes over with a spike, hitting the net and going down. 19-9 is the score. Panthers calling a timeout. Let's return to the action. Number 4 with the service for Calvary. There's Martha over to Laura. Laura sending it back. Hannah's there for the spike to go down. Number 99 is there to receive it. Number 3 sending it forward. And number 6 to finish off that play. Martha called with a carry. Substitution is called. Cammy heading in. And Martha taking the bench. Forward another service for Calvary. Sending over. Hannah's there to receive it. Laura sending it over to Cammy. Cammy able to spike that one over. Number 3 is there to receive it there. Number 6 over to 2. Spikes it down and out of bounds. Good eye by Hannah. Martha with a spike. Or service. My bad. Number 3 trips, not able to make a play, falling in. 19-11 the score. Martha with another good serve. Number 4 over to 3. Across court, number 1 spike comes down and out of bounds. Once again, Hannah having a good eye. Panthers now at 12. Maybe. 99 heading over to number 3. Goes cross court to number 1. Number 1 spikes it down. Cammy not able to get it up with the bump, but nonetheless, Calvary has another log to throw on the fire. Score being 11-20. 99 with that service for Calvary. I thought the score might have been wrong, and I might actually have been correct. The only one to catch it. Score's now 12-22. They forgot to put up our point for one of the match, or one of our points. Martha there to set up Laura. Laura with the spike goes down. Number 4 goes cross court to number 3. Number 10 finishes off with a bump. Marie over to Cassandra that bumps it over. 4 to 3 over to 1. 1 spikes it down and inbound. Calvary now looking at their 23 points. And then you look over to the Panthers' 12. Very big deficit, but anything's possible. Laura able to finish off that play. 3 going forward. Cassandra makes sure it stays over, and it does. Panthers receive their 13th point of the match. Right there to receive it, number 4. Number 3 back sets. Number 1 able to get that one over. Riley there to send it over to Martha. Laura with that backhand sends that one flying. 14-23 is the score. 99 there to send it forward to number 3. Number 3 sends it over to 6. 6 comes down with a spike. Laura was able to dig that one up and over, but it results in Calvary's match point. There's a substitution to be had here. Number 6 left, taking the pine. Number 23 coming onto the court. 23 taking that serve for Calvary's match point. Right there to receive it, Laura over to Martha. Riley with that final tip over the net. 3 over to 23. Back to 3, spike comes down, and that is game. Calvary takes the game. 14-25. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the ball game.